Please do so and hit the bell icon beside it to get the latest updates when I publish new reviews like the S5 Max versus S5 review I'll be posting soon. Please check the links below to see the full review on my blog and to check the latest prices. So this review will be a summary of all the tests I did so far with the S5 Max. That includes mopping, vacuuming, navigation, noise, and a preview of the Roborock app feature, coffee grounds, quinoa, pet litter, Fruit Loops, and a large mess that includes a lot of dust. The aim of these tests is to see how well this robot does on a variety of debris, from fine to large stuff that it may encounter on a daily basis. The S5 Max was able to score high marks in most of the tests. It was able to get a perfect score in hard floor cleaning, as it was able to pick up all of the debris I scattered on a control area. One issue I have is the side brush that spins a bit too fast. It scattered debris that was in the way, but the robot was able to pick them up on subsequent passes. The seal behind the main brush was really good, as this robot was able to pick up most, if not all of the debris in a single pass. One issue with the round design, not just with the S5 Max, but with all robot vacuums in general, is its subpar cleaning on edges and corners. The side brush will spin at a much faster rate when the S5 Max is in its edge cleaning mode, so it will scatter dirt around, as you'll see in the clip. Even if I ran the robot a second time, it still wasn't able to pick up all of the coffee grounds I scattered around the edges. The result of the edge cleaning test wasn't good, as there were a lot of debris left. In the large debris test, I used a handful of Fruit Loops to see how well the S5 Max will be able to handle messes like these. It wasn't perfect, but this robot was able to pick up most of the Fruit Loops during the test. It did leave some of the crumbs behind, but it picked up nearly every large particle. Here's the dustbin after the run. If you look underneath, there are 2 pieces left. Considering the amount I scattered, it is impressive. It also did well cleaning a large mess that included a lot of dust I collected from cleaning other parts of the house. Take note that robot vacuums aren't designed to clean large messes like this, but this test shows the capabilities of the S5 Max even with a large pile of dirt. The dust cup is rather small, with only a 490 ml capacity, so you'll have to empty it often. I also tested this robot on low pile and mid pile carpet. Then did a deep cleaning test where around 50 grams of coffee grounds on medium pile carpet. Here are the scores of the S5 Max on low and mid pile carpet. It scored in the high 90s in all of the tests. Even in the deep cleaning test, this robot was able to pick up an average of 93.9% of coffee grounds on medium pile carpet in the 2 tests I did. To be honest, I did not expect a score this high, but the 2 tests were pretty consistent, so I don't think it's a fluke. Roborock says that the S5 Max has the adaptive dynamic route planning, which means that the robot doesn't just go in one fixed direction. It selects the most efficient path depending on the shape of the area it is cleaning. On 54.4 decibels on the sound meter, and up to 62.4 decibels in the highest setting. You can use this robot even when you're home, and it won't disrupt your daily routine. I'm most impressed by the mopping abilities of the S5 Max. At first, I was apprehensive if the new water tank made a difference, but after testing it on liquid messes and stains, I'm blown away by the performance. This product is the best performing robot vacuum and mop combo I've tested, It is capable of mopping small amount of liquid without leaving the floors wet. The performance on dried stains also impressed me, as this robot was able to clean up a large mess like this. It needed 2 runs, but the robot was able to clean most of the stains with hardly any streaks afterwards. I've recorded a separate review on the mopping features of the S5 Max, so please check the link below to see it. Next, we will preview the Roborock app, mainly the navigation features that are the most useful in my opinion. This app comes with the no-go zones, no-mop zones, and the invisible wall. The no-go and no-mop zones are similar in that it blocks the robot from going to a square or rectangular area that you assign on the map. You can set multiple zones if needed. As you'll see in the video, I've blocked the area around the garbage bin, and the robot will avoid this part completely. The invisible wall is a virtual line that blocks the robot from going through the areas behind it. It works like a virtual wall, but the difference is you don't need a separate device for it. When the first S5 came out, you need to use a magnetic strip of tape to block the robot's path. The downside to this is you need to purchase additional strips of tape if you have a lot of areas to block. By integrating this feature into the app, you can set multiple walls around your home with just a few taps. I'll record a separate video where I will discuss the features of the app in detail, so please subscribe to get notified when I publish it. The S5 Max exceeded my expectations. Based on the tests, this robot will vacuum and mop very well. It scored high marks in all of the tests I did, from cleaning to mopping. Navigation is a strong suit, as the S5 Max didn't have any issues going around different obstacles. The upgrades with the app and navigation give the user a lot of options when it comes to scheduling, setting no-go zones, cleaning specific areas in your home. Overall, the S5 Max is an excellent product and the best hybrid robot that I've tested so far when it comes to vacuuming and mopping floors. It's a bit pricey, but I feel that it does these 2 tasks well enough to offset the price of a separate.
This is the third Roborock robot vacuum that I've tested, and just like the first 2, this one is a sweep mop vacuum. So not only will it vacuum up your floors, all the dirt and debris, but it will also mop your floor. I actually own a Roborock robot vacuum, and the difference between this one and mine is that it has a upgraded water tank, so it has a larger supersized water tank. It offers you precise water control thanks to a pump built in, and it has a improved suction so it can pick up even more in the supersized dustbin. There are 2 buttons on the front of the Roborock S5 Max. One is to return your robot to home for recharge, and one is to set your robot off on a clean. The way that the Roborock S5 Max can efficiently clean your home is by creating a map of your home through just by vacuuming. So once it starts to vacuum, it begins creating this map, and that map will direct it to different zones if you set them, and it will send it on a precise journey through your house. As you can see, that's how mine is vacuuming, so that it doesn't miss any areas that you want vacuumed at all. Zones work especially well if you would just like your Roborock to spot clean, so you can just send your Roborock to that zone. There's also other settings that you can set. You can set it for carpet mode, so this vacuum will clean carpets. You can set it to do not disturb so that it doesn't turn on and the voice doesn't activate for you. There's a timer so you can set how long you'd like to clean. You can change the voice and the volume of the voice on the Roborock, and you can control it via the remote control. There's also a history of how often it cleans, how long the cleaning lasts, just so you can go back and you can take a look. But you can definitely set this vacuum for a schedule so you don't even have to think about cleaning your floors. Also show you a maintenance update in real time so that you always know if you have to clean your filter or your side brush, or if anything needs to be updated. I spent a few weeks testing out the Roborock S5 Max. I'm really impressed with the suction. It gets right up against your cupboards. You can see it's sliding right into the cracks of mine. The ultra-wide dustbin has a very big opening so that it will pick up almost everything. It picked up a huge piece of Lego that I never thought could actually end up in a vacuum cleaner. It definitely wouldn't go in my canister vac. The Roborock S5 Max will vacuum carpets. It won't vacuum high pile tile carpets. So my carpet there, the ledge was just too high. So what it did instead was just butt up against it and then resume cleaning the floors. What I really like about the S5 Max is how it knows to top up its battery to finish cleaning. So once it has that map of your home, it will know intuitively how much left it has to clean. It will go back, it will recharge itself, and then it'll start cleaning again. Roborock S5 Max will also damp mop your floors. So here's the water container. It's a supersized water container, so it's much larger than the one on my Roborock. You fill up the water, and once you fill up the water, you put a damp mop cloth on top of the water container on the back of the Roborock. The vacuum will automatically sense that it's had the mopping attachment added, and it will tell you that, and then it will set off to mop. Mopping module enabled. Well, the Roborock mopping won't really scrub your floors the way that you would if you were washing them by hand or if you were cleaning them with a mop. It will remove the dust film that is on your floors, in addition to also vacuuming at the same time. So it's picking up dirt, it's cruising around, it's wiping the floors. I find if you pre-treat a really like sticky spot or something like that, it will lift the stain up. This is just a look at the dustbin after I had mopped, and as you can see, it's full. Filter is a HEPA filter, so every time that you empty your dustbin, you can also give it a little shake or a tap, and you can run it under water to ensure that it's clean for the next time you vacuum. I've always been very happy with my Roborock robot vacuum, and I think that the S5 Max has some great upgrades. When it's mopping, it will eject the precise amount of water, so you can adjust that within the app, so you can always set it for max saturation, and you can definitely see the water streaks on the floor as it mops. It's got rugged tires, so it can cruise over all sorts of terrain, and the brushes and the sensor, this like the brush at the top there with the attachments, they're all easy to clean, easy to remove. You don't have to really struggle to remove the components on this, so if your brush gets dirty and you want to clean it, just pop it out and cut any loose fibers or anything out from it, and you're ready to go again. I had used the vacuum for a few days, the map was created, and after that I don't feel like it really missed a spot. Like I've never walked past something and said, oh, you know, there's a pile of dirt here. The Roborock can go around the furniture and everything, and it efficiently got rid of all of the dirt and debris on the floor.